Breathe. Right. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Cruisin the Planet. Today, we are joined... Oh, let me pull this all the way down. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Cruisin the Planet. Today, we are joined by...
Cole. Yes.
There we
Hello.
go. We transitioned where I've set up so that the project this month, the next couple of episodes I'm gonna try and do a one-on-one interview with everyone at the station. Started on accident with AJ, but then I really enjoyed the format, and now we have just Cole today, and so we can genuinely sit down for a good hour, possibly a full-length episode, and just catch up, see how everything has been going. How have you been coping?
Well, it's been more stressful lately just because it's running toward the end of the semester. And so we've got final projects all going through, as well as still trying to do all of my job work stuff.
Right.
So that's been interesting. I've also recently started to have issues with my laptop.
Uh-oh.
So, yes.
Was that the technical issues you had earlier today?
Yeah, so I have actually been using Parker's laptop, my significant other's laptop, to do the Zoom meetings and all of that with audio and video, just because my laptop is on mute right now and I cannot, for some reason, unmute it. So don't know what that's about. Trying to get that fixed. But Parker's laptop's charging cord, you have to set it a certain way.
Oh, no.
Or it just does not charge, and it's a Mac, and I'm not used to Mac.
Oh,
and their charging cords are very interesting and expensive to replace. Oh, yeah. So gotta work with what we got.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
But you're still able to do your graphics work, right? It's just the effect on the... Okay, that's good.
Yes, just the effect on the audio, so I can't do the Zoom meetings and everything in the audio recording on my laptop. So I use Parker's for that, but all my graphic designs will be used on mine.
Okay, that's good.
It's just a switching of everything, and
Right. Okay, so I don't even know, like, days. My professor,
Wednesday.
My calculus professor is just sitting outside right now.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's so weird to see your profs like out and about, when it's not COVID.
Especially because I haven't really been keeping up with my homework.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well, I'm switching my major.
Oh, you are?
So, a little bit of news.
What are you switching it to?
I'm going to a business degree in marketing.
Oh, see? Yes. Which, I agree.
Everyone, I have a little bit of a problem with that, because everyone's just like, yeah, Ethan, you'd be great at that. And I was like, what? Why didn't anyone tell me?
I kind of figure you just didn't want to. I figured you already knew that you would be good at marketing, but you were like, I'm going to be engineering.
No, fool. I've only known science growing up my entire life.
Oh, dude. I forget sometimes. That's how I was before, my first major was biochemistry and molecular biology.
That's a mouthful and a half. Mine was going to be electrical engineering. And then I had this weird brain moment when I was like, what if I don't want to be an engineer? What if I want to do the cool stuff in radio like I'm already doing? And I was like, oh wait, what I'm already doing is called a job. What if I made this a career? And I talked to Lance about it, and he was like, yeah, probably not a communications degree. Just unless you want to be in Prim. And I was like, I'm not super interested in Prim.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't see you in Prim.
I want to be on the analytical side of things, or on the running the campaign and strategies of brainwashing and propaganda. The fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, business and marketing degree? Does that sound interesting? Because my mother has one of those.
Okay.
And that's where I kind of had the idea of well, I'm not really enjoying this super logical thing. And I realized there was now we're getting into interviewing me, not you. I'm apologize.
No, it's okay. I like it. I like discussing this. I mean, it's really interesting about those particular degrees, though. A lot of people think, oh, just a marketing or business degree. You can't really do anything with it. But if you have a job position in mind, like a radio position, I think it's a good idea. Yeah.
Because whenever I was talking to Lance about it, he's like, everybody gets hired to do sales and something else. And I was like, well, I like doing the something else. So if I need to be good at sales to get the job, then I'll start getting good at sales. And also, I run the Twitter account, and I like have a product, quote unquote, like marketing terms. I have a product, which is the podcast and the Twitter accounts and all of the things that we build here. And I actually have a fun little announcement for you, like in 4 seconds.
Okay.
Those products that we need to tell people about, which is all about the marketing thing. So my classes that I'm taking or about to start taking will help me learn how to market the stuff that I'm already making. And like my classes will be directly benefiting my work, and then my work will be directly benefiting my classes.
Yes, it's
that
amazing, right?
That way I'm not having the problem I had last semester, which was like all of my classes are math-based, and I turn over here and I'm like, all of this is art, and my brain can't do it all at once.
I completely get that. I used to work in retail, and which is why I didn't go into marketing, because I am so done with sales. I really am, at least on that aspect. And I was working at Lane Bryant as a retail associate, and I was coming to work or school, and I was just doing prem or graphic design, and prem being PR and event management. It's something I really wanted to go into versus something I was working at, and it just wasn't fitting for where I wanted my career, and hence that's why I started the job at the radio station. It's really nice to finally get all of your ducks in a row, or all of your energy and passion towards one goal.
Right.
I'm really happy for you.
Unification of everything. It's all in the same direction. You're not switching things. Weird little segue. The website's coming up soon.
Yes, I'm so excited about that.
As in, it's coming online Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Yes.
All right.
We are setting the domain name, the Squarespace that I've been working on in the background, like this the whole time. Lance looked over it. He likes everything about it so far. And we are just going to start going ahead. I'm supposed to talk to you and Aaron. We'll do some stuff like some official marketing. Oh. And we're going to do some official talks and start getting everyone to hear about go to our new website, where we can point everyone to. It has links to all of our podcasts, our YouTube channel, events that will eventually start happening once the doors to society crack back open, news, social media, everything will be all there at once at one thing. And then we don't have to worry about the lack of ability to manage our own website
via the Tarleton database.
Yeah, the Tarleton.
Right. I'm so excited.
You'll have to start learning a little more Squarespace, which is pretty easy. I like figured it out in over a couple of weeks. It's blocks, but it's not. It's like really graphically interfaced blocks. It's very on the ground.
Okay.
Different
from Cascade.
Very different. It's much more user friendly. There are some things that I'm going to start probably hard code in as like advanced features later on, but we don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah. And I assume we'll like get that transferred over once I switch positions too.
Yeah. When you start doing more administrative stuff.
Yeah. More external PR stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'll be helping Kirk more, doing the getting people to buy underwriting, and I'll be managing more of the DJ aspect, and also doing some internal PR with everyone to try to get us to mesh a bit more between student workers versus DJs, and try to get DJs to participate a little bit more.
Right. It's not that they don't participate. It's that we have like 4 that do everything.
Yes.
And then everyone else we don't. Like they never talk to us, so we don't even recognize them.
Right. I feel really bad about that because like I only know like Corn Dog and a few others, and
right.
We have a long list of DJ contacts.
Dylan, Gingerbread, Mo.
Yes.
But we have like 12 DJs.
We have so many.
They're not
and
I think
they would really enjoy hanging out with all of us. It's just kind of adding that incentive to get them to come and group with us.
Perhaps just like my professor's back. Perhaps
He's watching you. He's like, I found your place of work.
He doesn't know I'm there. I've really got this ability to just like stare at him while he sits in his car. But I'm hosting a podcast right now, and this podcast is supposed to be about you. So you want to be able to sort of like bridge that gap.
Right.
And when you say you're doing PR stuff, public relations, for anyone who doesn't know.
Yes.
Walk us through like the public because you're more on that as well. You want to be the public relations person for a company, an individual. Walk us through that.
Well, I originally started out thinking I wanted to do public relations or be that consultant with a hospital because I had that science background in my previous college career. Yeah. And now I've just kind of decided I really enjoy working as a consultant with just smaller businesses. Like I've worked for Parker's training business, and I've done like smaller works for him, like graphic design as well as some formatting for his documents and all of that, and helping him make that relationship with his publics or with his clients and building that further. And I also did some work with the Soul Feet Studios in Stephenville here, the yoga studio. I've really enjoyed working with the smaller people. Yes. And my end goal is eventually to build the experience through smaller businesses and working and consulting there, and then move into teaching.
To teaching public relations?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I have wanted to teach for a very long time, and ever since my first communication course, I actually took that at a different university. I just fell in love with it, and I really wanted to express what exactly communication is, because it's not just a speech class. It's more than that.
It's not just a speech or a language class. It's the ability to share ideas between people.
Right. And it's really about building relationships in different ways, and also having a significant other who is like autistic and on the autism spectrum. It is interesting to come up with different forms of communication between someone who doesn't have the same pathways that you would originally think.
And doesn't have the same options or anything.
Right. I wouldn't mind working for a bigger company, but I really like being able to be personal with each client that I have.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's heartwarming and beautiful. What have you been doing in your downtime, though? Now that downtime and schoolwork and like work all
job work,
the same space, and all technically take up the same time, because we talked about it with AJ a little bit of like there is no more like class time. It's class that you've allocated towards emails. There's no more like work time because you just have to get it done before a certain date, so you're technically working on it all the time. So what have you done, a couple of strategies that you've pushed at to create a bit of like space for just yourself?
Well, I have to be honest, it's been very difficult to do that. When all of this happened, we did have a friend who doesn't actually have a stable home stay with us. So he's just stayed with us. So we have an extra person in our household. And we have dogs, and I have a significant other staying with me. So it's all... Sorry, I'm being summoned.
Yeah.
It's all very difficult to set aside that place to go. There's only one bedroom apartment. There's one living room. It's kind of hectic, but it's really about, I'd say, finding things that make you concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
Like certain ways, like listening to music has been really helpful. Like going into the bedroom, making everyone stay out, and then listening to certain albums have helped me. I haven't put that into a practice enough, but I need to.
Yeah.
And as far as my downtime goes, it's usually on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Netflix, or I'm finally finishing up some animes that I had started a while back.
There you go.
Yes. And also found out that Amazon Prime Video is a thing.
Oh
And
yes.
yes, there's plenty of things to watch out there, and just started binging some old stuff that I had liked. What?
I would recommend watching One Punch Man season 1.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten into that one.
It'll make you work out. Just the opening soundtrack alone will put enough iron in your blood, and that you'll be doing push-ups. I promise.
Oh, I need that too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
I need to work out.
So you found a couple of activities that you want to start implementing. Have you found a sort of routine, or at minimum like a work time, play time, back and forth schedule? Is it even gotten to that point yet?
Well, I wasn't like super great with routine before,
right?
But one of my dogs has started barking at like a time frame in the morning for me to go let him out. So I have been forced to get up around between 7 and 8 o'clock, 8:30. So I get up then, and then I start my day. I like started out with a shower, and then kind of situate where.
Wake up, a shower, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. I usually just before I usually just hopped out of bed and like later in the day and take a shower, but I'm like, okay, might as well start the day, and I'll figure out whether I'm recording or if I'm just working on graphics that day, and I'll set up on the kitchen counter and try to figure out where mics can go, and that around with making breakfast and all that.
Right. Yeah, it's become very interesting to sort of catacomb ourselves in make work at home.
It is difficult for me because I'm definitely a person that if I'm at work, I'm at work. And I'm not going to be bothered by anything else. And if I'm at home, I'm completely relaxed, and it's really hard for me to focus on anything else. Right. So it has definitely been a challenge.
So what are some of your techniques that you've implemented to like focus? I know you said music was one of them.
Music is definitely one of them. And then just trying to be not rude, but more confident and being like, okay, I have to work right now. Yeah. So I need everyone to either like go on a walk, social distancing from everyone else, or just
away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So that's solid. I definitely can feel you on the like work schedule, playtime schedule thing is just sort of messed up. Do weekends exist? Like as just a general question, Cole, do weekends exist?
I don't think they exist anymore. I really don't.
They're gone.
No, it's just, oh, I can work on this today. This needs to get done by this specific like date on the calendar, but what are even days of the week anymore?
Yeah, it's 24-hour periods. You've all entered my realm. And so
oh God.
Okay, I used to work a night shift before I actually got this job. Like a couple of weeks before I got this job here, I was working night shift out back in Fort Worth, just staying at my parents' place. So all I would do is I would wake up at 6 p.m. I know I'd wake up at 6:30 p.m., drive, like eat breakfast, drive down to work, in a warehouse where I just move boxes from big locations to little locations. And I do that for 10 hours, and then I'd come home. So I worked for 4 days out of the week. It was Monday night through Thursday night. And so I had all of Friday through Sunday to myself. But it was on a nighttime schedule.
Right. So you basically were quarantined from
for a whole
society
year.
Anyway.
Yeah, for an entire year. Because it's like, yeah, I could like I'm awake on Friday night, but nobody stays up until 6:30 in the morning on a Friday night. Everyone goes to bed at like 1.
Yeah.
So I have nothing for 5 hours, 6 hours. Well, it's the weekend to me, so I'm gonna stay up late.
Yeah.
6-7 hours of just nobody. Or I'll like catch my parents for breakfast, and I'm just like, oh, I just had Taco Bell dinner because it's the weekend.
Right.
And they're like, okay. And I was like, bye, I'm tired.
Yeah, it's definitely been like, well, I can stay up however long I want any day of the week because there's no reason except for, of course, my dog who is a toddler and needs to pee every morning at 7.
The audacity. Wow. Think he'd have figured that one out, huh?
Yeah. Well, and even our staff meetings are later in the afternoon, so we just all become nocturnal. We were nocturnal for like a good week and a half.
When it was the extended spring break, that also probably didn't help, did it?
No, it didn't.
The way that the schedule lined up for us here on campus was, and I stayed and worked through spring break just because it was a chance to like get ahead on a little bit of money and get ahead on a little bit of like projects that I wanted to do. I was getting like a video put together and a script.
Yeah, videos.
It was all set up so that everyone came home and it just like everyone would come on like a Monday and it was going to be a little slow, so I could just get everyone to shoot their lines. It would have been cool.
Yes.
And then spring break got extended a week, and it was like, I have less to do now, and I still don't have classes. So I guess I'll just sort of go to work and then hang out, and I would end up on my days off. I'd stay up till like 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wake up at noon, and it's like, oh no.
Oh yeah, we had some days in there where we stayed up till 5 a.m.
Oh, I didn't want you to say a number, but I needed you to.
It was bad. It was like for a couple of days in a row. Like we didn't even. It wasn't. It wasn't even in existence.
At night too in town. Like H-E-B, Walmart are both closed at like 8 p.m. And they don't open until 6 a.m. But the morning for the first hour is senior citizens only. That's how we've set it up in Stephenville. And so you've really got like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to get everything you need. And that is like what normal people.
Right. No more like 2 a.m. Walmart trips that everyone does in Stephenville to just do something.
Yeah. College students, we do that all the time where it's just like, I have a Friday, I'm going to go get a pie and I'm going to slowly eat it with a spoon until 4 a.m.
Yes.
Because I don't have anything tomorrow. Like I'm allowed 1 day of anything I want, and today is pie day. Or rather, pie night.
Yes.
But now pie night could be any night. There's nothing special to it. Like everything's
just all a mush of what is happening what's it going to be like when it stops.
The Twilight.
Is it going to stop?
Well, you heard the announcement today at the meeting that we have meta concepts for coming to classes. You can just do it all online.
Right.
So like complete online classes.
I see that working a lot like in the favor of like disabled individuals.
Right.
Totally. That's going to be great.
Integrated sooner.
Yes. But I would definitely choose face-to-face versus online.
I can only learn face-to-face. I am having such a hard time with these classes right now, only because like I am between a rock and a hard place. I have to work 2 jobs to be here. So now that my schedule's opened up, I moved all of my work to where my class times would normally be. And so I really do study on the fringe of everything.
Yeah.
And I'm instead of those this has affected you in the same way of like, so now that my schedule can be anything, my work schedule can be anything, my classes are on the edge of that. Because it goes like food, rent, like fun time, then school.
Yeah, classes have definitely been pushed for me to like the bottom, I feel like.
Yeah.
When it comes like working and doing all of that and
Mm-hmm.
still taking care of the house at the same time.
Right.
Because I'm like the one who manages and cleans and all of that. And
Yeah.
then also dealing with the anxiety and like the stressors of what's happening right now.
Natural pandemic and everyone in town is quarantined, and
yeah, that's a strain on mental health. It's incredibly straining,
too big,
even for introverts.
But again, when you add in a little bit of routine, you can kind of like break through that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But you are doing good, it seams.
I think so. I'm definitely happier.
You're happy?
Yeah. It went from oh, spring break. Oh, cool. We have another week. All right, cool. And then it went, oh, we're not going back to classes face to face. I'm not going to see a lot of people. Right. I'm actually more of an extrovert, so I actually need people.
Same.
And then now it's back up to, okay, I'm almost done with undergraduate. Like,
yeah, you're going into grad classes next, right?
Yes, I am.
After the summer, you'll be into those advanced classes?
Yes, I am currently registered for one graduate class this fall. So my registration has been a little mixed up. I'm talking to my advisor and my head of department. For some reason, it's not going as smoothly as I would like, but that should get cleared up. And I'm really excited to start working on graduate.
Does it have to do with that sort of weird class credit that you and Aaron were talking about a couple months ago?
No, it doesn't seem to be affecting my undergraduate, like getting my degree. It's that because of the way I applied, I guess, because I'm technically a distance learner being in Stephenville and not at the Fort Worth campus, which is where graduate studies is really based out of for communications. They won't let me register for online classes, even though that would make more sense for me.
Right. Perhaps you have to like register for face-to-face and then opt into online.
Yeah, I don't know. So again, I'm working on it.
All right.
But I had to register in order to start the hiring process for my position change.
Right.
So, yes.
And have we announced that on this show or not?
I don't think so.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I am currently the digital media specialist at the radio station, but as I change from undergrad to graduate, I will be moving to the graduate assistant position at the station. Yay! I'm very excited to start working on some different things, as well as be able to help the person who fills in my position and train them while being here.
We're not going to have one of those for a while.
That's true. So through the summer, I'll probably still have those duties as a digital media specialist along with you. Right.
And so you're going away off to the desk to just hang out.
Yeah.
All of the cool stuff to me. So the Photoshop is definitely going to start looking different because I'm going to bring my drawing tablet in to class.
Oh, I cannot wait to see that.
It's not as cool as it looks. But it's
a drawing tablet.
It's so much better than using a mouse. I'm telling you,
yes.
Dude. Like a curve, like weight sensitivity.
I need one of those so bad. I really do. To get like my own personal stuff.
So Parker, friend of the show, has expressed to me multiple times how watching you use a computer is quote unquote stressful. I'm not going to go so far and be as bold because I'm pretty sure that Parker gets a couple of like extra credits and is allowed to say things like this every once in a while. And I know that you will bully me.
Yes.
Watching you try and make something in Photoshop, however, using like just a mouse and like I'm talking when I say just a mouse, she won't use shortcuts, people. Like will not touch shortcut keys. And
I have a few that I'll use.
I'm dying over here, ladies and gentlemen. I am dying because it's like please, dude, just like use a different tool, use the alt mode on it, and you're done. Like, it's exactly what you want. I know what you want because we've worked together for literally months now. And that's just me, like, being like, I did graphic design for 2 years in high school, like back to back to back to back classes, project-based classes. Like, I did stuff that where the grade was based on what everyone in class thought was the best girl. One got 100 and everyone else got a 99 based on the professor or the teacher's grading, because it's high school.
Right.
So, like, I was shooting for that 100 because I enjoyed the class. I genuinely liked how he taught and everything. And he would bring in like people from other groups and take like I need a good example of things I did. All the club signs, we had club signs that we would hang up from the ceiling tiles, and those signs were made out of a vinyl cutter. And so he would design all the vinyl, and then he'd have me, because I always stayed late after class, come and like actually cut them out and hang them. And eventually it got to the point where he's just like, Ethan, I need your help real quick. And we just put up 2 giant white vinyl stickers that are the front and back sign still to this day of the the high school, saying like, welcome to like Panthers Central, because our mascot was.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I didn't find my like love or passion or even knowledge of graphic design until I started college and started with the prim program. So I definitely still have a lot to learn.
Which is perfectly okay. And at no point am I actually ever mad at you. But part of me is, I only know this because I've been doing Photoshop and like Illustrator-based graphics since I was, what would that have been, 16, I think? Yeah, since I was like 16. So I'm like, I have almost 5 years, because my birthday is coming up.
Ooh.
That's literally like at the end of classes, and then my birthday happens. So
that's so cool.
Everything's still gonna be closed.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have like a Zoom birthday.
Like my younger brother, whose birthday is today, actually.
Oh,
he turns 18, and today they told me that his present was like postponed in the mail.
Oh no!
So he's not gonna get that for a little bit.
That sucks.
But I was able to post some funny baby pictures of him on Twitter, so it's all
nice. That's perfect.
Right? No, yeah. This year, everyone's birthdays are just not happening.
Yeah, and Parker's birthday was in March. So.
Oh no, his 18th.
No, not his 18th.
Yeah, my younger brother's
22.
Okay, cool. Yeah, today's my younger brother's 18th birthday. My birthday is gonna be my 21st. So like the 2 big ones that everyone's like, those are the party years. We're just gonna be sitting inside like Cracker Jacks.
Seriously though, you should like put together a Zoom party and we'll all get on.
But like it's my 21st, and I worry that someone's gonna try and break into my apartment to like sneak me alcohol. I don't want to have to deal with that. Like, I feel like I gotta go hide out in the woods for the entire day.
Oh my gosh.
I have some wild friends. All right.
Okay.
I come from cryptid realm. And like when you're in night shift, you meet the weird people.
Oh, it's just like that episode of SpongeBob, The Night Shift.
Which one?
The one with the night shift, where they come in and like Krusty Krab's still open, and it's actually like 24 hours, and like crazy night shift people, or fish, I guess.
They're people. No, I don't think I've seen the night shift episode. I'm always offended by the night shift episodes because like we're the ones who deal with everyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
Like night shifters always get the bad end of it, of like being crazy, but we're made crazy, fellas. Here, I'm telling you. All right.
I'm sorry if you're gonna hear that. It's the dog.
It's okay. So, I do have a couple of announcements I have to get through before I forget.
Sure. Of course.
One, I found our intro and outro song on one of the old ad rotators for Texan Tattoo on KXT.
What?
So I'm not that original as I thought. That's great to know.
No.
And then the second thing is that Lance had to ask me this question so to make certain that I clarify, audience at home. It's not that I didn't like garage sales. It's that I got bored at garage sales because I don't have any money, and we never went to the rich garage sales where you could buy like pieces of art or old instruments. That's why garage sales are boring, because I don't want your plastic bins or Tupperware containers. That's nasty.
I will say they've been to some interesting garage sales.
In town?
Well, Parker actually bought, you know that painting that was the Albert Einstein like multicolor painting? He got that from a garage sale. Yeah.
Okay.
The one that was in some of my videos like way back when we did the CTP recording. So it was pretty cool. That's something we've gotten. And then like a little grill, like panini grill, I guess.
A mini grill?
Yeah.
Propane, like a gas grill?
No, like an electric. Like
a George Foreman?
Yeah, but definitely not on like
not on brand.
Not the brand. No.
No, that's off brand.
Yes.
Nice. So you got a bootleg George Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think that I always assumed that like because it's spring right now, and I talked this about AJ, and I want your opinion. Are garage sales dead?
Nah, I don't think so.
You think they're immortal?
Yeah, I do. I think they're always going to happen as long as we collect tons and tons of things. People will have to sell them to get spring cleaning to happen.
But like,
so, yeah.
No one will be acquiring new junk this time.
Oh, you mean like now?
Yeah, like right now.
Oh, I thought you just meant in general if garage sales were dead.
I assumed that they were going to die because, like, if you can't have a spring cleaning, then you can't have a fall cleaning. No, you'll have a bigger fall cleaning.
Yeah.
No, because no one's buying anything new. Spring cleaning
I think
is going to turn into fall cleaning, and then the whole, like, feng shui will be off or whatever, and then the moms will recede back to their homes.
I think you underestimate all the, like,
thrifty nickel
elderly women who go out and buy things from garage sales and give them to their grandkids.
No, yeah, grandma gifts are definitely a third market I've not even thought about.
Yeah, I'm sure my nanny would definitely go to a garage sale right now, even with COVID happening.
Right? Just like wear gloves and a mask. Like you're gonna get arrested for that. Please don't.
Please, just social distance, no garage.
I mean, I've seen that like there were mothers taking their kids to the park getting arrested because they were breaking laws.
I mean, I definitely heard about some businesses getting ticketed and individuals getting warnings and stuff about it. I mean, I definitely know of a few people who have had some loud parties.
Yeah.
During all of this. Yes.
Yeah, but you can't be the one to call out your neighbors because then like, you're that angry, you've lost the social cue.
I mean, after the second time, I really considered calling.
Oh, no.
But
was it all still during that week after spring break period?
No.
Oh, no.
So it was more recent than that.
Okay. Here's a weird thing I want to talk to you about. Last week, everyone just started to seem like it was over.
Right? What's with that?
Okay, so that wasn't just us, because Lance was talking about that as well, of like, everyone in town just kind of is like getting weird all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's as if they spent like a week maybe in quarantine and were like, okay, it's over now. And then everyone started to congregate again.
Yeah. Like,
what is that?
People were going over to friends' houses. Like, my roommate had friends over. Many friends over in one evening. Like it was a movie night. I was like,
you can do that over Zoom, you know.
I was just like, I gotta go. Like either lock my room or go. Like I share food with a friend.
Yeah.
So it makes it cheaper. I was like, well, I know that he hasn't been anywhere because he's a business student on loans, or on his parents' made enough money in the stock a while ago to pay for things. So I was like, I know he ain't been anywhere because he's studying, or he's going, like, to work, and he doesn't have friends. I'm his only friend. I'll go get a late night snack. And like, so I knew that place was like clean and everything, but it was just like, there are strangers in my apartment, when strangers are a real bad idea.
I don't know. I guess everyone was just like, we're done with it. Like, it's an optional
weird
thing.
Cabin fever that's starting to come on.
I guess since it's still an option to actually like unlock your door and leave, that it's suddenly everyone's like bailing out. Like, I don't care if I get COVID or something.
I don't know.
I'm so worried about the people who are like immune compromised.
Yeah, and that's been your biggest thing from the very beginning. You actually, the first week back, we were allowed to opt in or out of coming into work.
Yeah.
And you've, like, the whole time been said, you're like, nope, don't want to risk it. I have friends who, like, the flu can knock them out. This is worse. Not going to risk it.
Yeah, as much as I dislike now working so much from home, I would still, like, I'm still really hesitant about going to places, and it's still a big burden because, I mean, I'm not in great health personally, and then my, like, Parker is immune compromised, and then I have the friend that's staying with us who, like, just happened to be with us, is also immune compromised.
Oh, no.
And so we're just a household full of people who can get extremely sick, and
real sick.
And some of them are already disabled to the point where they could need to go to the doctor soon, but won't risk it because all of this happening.
Well, I am going to tell you, knowing a couple of people in, like, the nursing programs and stuff who are in, like, practicum classes, along with some people who are family of nurses, there are no cases that are currently bedridden.
Okay.
And so if you are going to go, just don't go to the ER. Go to the normal, like, just like the standard walk-in doctor in town. That's still completely safe.
Okay.
But they are postponing non-emergency things.
Right.
Like, my dental appointment got completely canceled. Like, I got the email today confirming that it's canceled. Please don't show up. So unless it's definitely I mean, I'm certain that you wouldn't go if you didn't have a reason anyways, because money, but
unfortunately
it is still safe now.
Yeah.
Which is weird to think of, like, it's actually safe now to get sick than later.
Yeah, I guess. It's just all very, like, concerning, and I wish people would understand that it's not just about whether they will get sick or if they've never had the flu or have always come out of sickness really well.
Yeah.
It's about the rest of your community and even the people that you might know. And I talked to, if people are curious, my episode 5 of Making Space is about immune compromised people and some questions people have about COVID-19 and herd immunity, which is important when we're talking about vaccinations and everything.
In time.
And we had 2 guests on that one, and one of them was a research assistant, and then another one was Dr. Edwards, who works in the biomedical or biological sciences department at Tarleton. And he was a really interesting, and he put a lot of things into perspective and gave a lot of good examples that people would easily understand. So if people are curious about COVID and still haven't really found good answers, you can go on there.
Yeah. And that's what the fuck? Making Space, a diversity dialogue hosted by Cole.
Yes.
She does a week-long stint of researching a socially sensitive topic and then brings to light in some sort of guest or expert.
Yes, guest expert or experienced person.
Right.
Like, I just finished recording our service dog episode, and that I had 2 service dog handlers on there, and they are obviously also disabled, so they gave personal experience as well as their knowledge of dog behavior is fun.
Yeah, and it very interesting enough, I thought the show was going to be a lot of heavier subjects than it has actually been.
Yeah.
Interesting little bit for me. I didn't think that it was like socially non-normative or like socially kind of taboo to talk about like people with illness or these sort of things.
Yeah,
I guess that just
it's
sort of
kind of
like,
crazy. It's something that if you've grown up with, or if it's just something that doesn't bother you, you can see that as not important or even just not a big deal to people anymore, but it can be, especially for certain disabilities, especially service dogs lately.
right?
It's just
Yeah, service dogs have
there's
been
been
sort of
such a
blown up lately.
backlash from the public. There are so many people that have come up to them and been like, well, you see, you're the ones like faking because your disability isn't visible. It's not like you're a veteran or something. It I mean, especially like with autism, I'm going to do an episode on that pretty soon.
Oh,
That
yeah.
the terminology people are using is just not correct anymore.
Yeah.
Like high
And that
functioning and low functioning and
and
all
that
of
leads
that's
to misinformation, even if they're not trying. And we know for a fact in radio that misinformation is dangerous.
correct.
That's actually
And
been our biggest thing. This entire like the
definitely,
mantra that we use is like no misinformation.
yes.
Little peel behind the curtain. Cole, along with everyone working at home, has been making certain that the hosts, the people who can still come up to the station, Jake and I, are able to give functioning, good information about food, what businesses are and are not open, schooling information, internet,
Right.
water,
Some donation needs and
donation needs, things like that, in the public. And we're doing the sort of public service announcements as many and as often as we can, and it's led to some very like interesting pokes of like, we can't tell people the wrong thing because that's not helping and it's actually hurting.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
100% of like, we didn't intend to hurt anybody, but by using the wrong terminology, now autistic people get hit with this thing and they have to deal with it when they're
mm-hmm.
already dealing with so much.
Yes. And,
Interesting.
yeah. And I plan to cover a bigger, like a broader topics as we start, and then go more narrow as I continue on with the podcast
Mm-hmm.
and get more into the kind of gritty stuff.
Right. Those deeper subjects that we were worried about.
Right. Like our first episode of Making Space was just what the letters mean behind LGBTQ plus people.
Right.
And then I'm going to revisit that hopefully coming up soon and dive into like transgender rights or just kind of
Just an
the
entire
reaction of
episode on
people.
non-binary and intersex.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yes.
You would have to do a whole episode just on that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know how comfortable this individual would be coming onto your show, but I do know of the if you get into non-binary news in recent like Texas, we had a student in a high school that all of my D&D friends go to who had like fought their administration. Sorry,
No problem. It's good.
I knew them as a her, and they
Yes.
moved forward. Who fought their administration into being like, I'm non-binary. I haven't kept up very much, but I'm non-binary. I was just washing clay off my hands, and I was in the men's restroom, and someone took a picture and like of me washing my hands, and that became such a big deal in Texas schools. That's actually where a lot of like the bathroom stuff that was happening when we were in high school was coming from. It was actually like that.
Yeah, the bathroom thing is just, it's kind of faded away, and it's really still important to talk about, and I think that's interesting to bring up again. Is it's still an issue. People still get trans people, and non-binary does fall under the transgender umbrella.
Right.
Those who claim it and who don't. There's still people who get followed into the bathroom and get pictures taken of them, or get threatened or physically threatened, verbally threatened. So it's an important topic to still continue to be open about.
Yeah. No, like 100%. What, like, genuinely, when you pitched the show and you started working on like pre-production for the shows and the episodes, it was like, I managed the network, and I was just sitting there like, we have a noble cause on the we've got one good one who's like trying to help.
They're all good.
Counterbalances my real bad show where I just sit and ramble for an hour. Talk about myself.
I will say it has been more difficult just with COVID and not being able to be in the studio and be in a place where the audio sounds perfect, or getting the person in there with me.
We have a studio that we're not allowed to use anymore.
Right.
So we all have key access and card access to get into this place where if we get in, we get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
No, definitely it's gotten weird. It's like, I've made jokes to AJ of like, when do I start leaving sticky notes around the place for y'all to find?
Yeah.
just like all of my ramblings. It actually might be a good chance to start testing that podcast idea that I had a while ago, the dead air.
I was about to say something about that.
Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say about it?
Well, I was just
our last thing.
It made me think of that dead air podcast and how you should really be doing, like, taking notes about things, about how you're feeling personally, and kind of like side notes about how it is being alone there, not being able to see anyone, or not being able to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Very good experience.
Quite honestly, I should be doing more like actual journaling of my feelings and experience. Unfortunately, because of the adjusted hours, I'm just on air all the time now.
Right.
Right before this podcast recording, to everyone who's listening, I was hosting our show, All Things Considered. It's an evening news show, and you can listen here on KTRL 90.5 FM, Stephenville.
You still have a radio voice, man.
I did that for fun. I was talking to Lance. He says I fixed it.
Okay, good. I mean, not that it's bad. It's just a lot different from your normal person.
Fella? Homie?
I have to bully you a little bit. Come on.
No, that's fair. I did mess with you in the meeting, so.
Yeah, okay. That was fine. I don't know why it bothered me so much. I looked at some of my old writing, and I haven't touched it since like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Oy. Cringy.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of writing workshops, like hobbies. I've been picking up a few hobbies that I haven't touched in years. Yeah. Music and writing go in that list. 100%. It's like I wrote something at the beginning of this year, and then I went to revisit it, and I was like, it's garbage. This is awful.
It's crazy what changes about you or changes about your writing style in just even a year.
But that's good. Like, yes. The point is you're supposed to look at back and be like, ooh, that's nasty. I can do so much better. Oh, right. I've grown that much.
Yes.
Perfect. And then you write something down, you come back later, and it's like, oh, I keep improving. Nice.
Yes, it's a good thing.
We get better until I'm perfect. And I don't use a semicolon. One day. I'm going to start playing the music. Cole, do you have anything you'd like to part with us? Wait, it's gotten to that time, and I'm getting a little bit hungry.
Same.
Because I still wake up and go to bed at a normal time because I'm stuck with the news shows. Not stuck with them.
All right. I don't have anything to say. I'm glad we were able to do this.
I'm also glad that I was able to get you onto an episode. Next, if you'd like, if no one else wants to be able to do the one-on-one, because I got very little response, then I will invite you back on. We can just sort of talk about just the fun stuff next time. Now that we've gotten the serious talk out of the way.
Right.
Or if we have a group talk, we'll do a group talk. It just depends. It's always different every week. I would like to have one-on-one time with everyone, but I know that's not entirely possible. Let me pull up my final script here, and we'll be sending us off. Sure you don't have anything you want to plug? Because that's like my first
Well, I mean, I wasn't exactly part of the episode due to some personal stuff and some illness, but we did just have Planetary Overload release another episode about collecting music, and we had our special friend, a special friend Jake, who works with us, come on and
got Jake on the show.
Yes,
that's great. I have to listen to that now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone, if you want to listen to that episode, it's called Planetary Overload. It's on the Tarleton Radio Network's Tarleton Radio Podcast Network. You can find it anywhere you look up podcasts. It is one of, y'all know, friend of the show, Jake Rudisell, loves his collection of music, and you can catch that. This has been your episode of Cruisin the Planet, where you can find something to do in and around Stephenville every week. If you've enjoyed the show, don't forget to recommend us to your friends. If you want to find more things made by us, follow the links in the description. And if you have any questions or suggestions, ask them in the comments or on Twitter with the hashtag #CruisinQuestion. I swear every time I read this, I'm going to cut this part out because nobody ever answers it.
Ask something.
Ask us something. Come on, I'm bored. I don't even know. There's like 7 of you listeners. I know I'm the one who does the statistics report at the end of the month. There's 7 little goblins out there. I'm going to find you. I already know I work with one of them. I already found him. But he listens to the YouTube episodes, which is different. And he's okay, which means I got 6 more. We'll catch every one of y'all next week. We hope you all have a great weekend. Cole, it has been a pleasure.
Bye.